Hello and welcome! It's Valentine's Day, and after the fun times that was trying out Dynasty Warriors 9, what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than with a series that I love? So we are going to start a new game on, let's just do normal. For South South Story, it's going to be an exact, gonna do the same thing that we did with Dynasty Warriors 9. And for anyone that may not have understood why I was so disappointed with 9, you'll get to see the difference. So obviously there's no narrator here. Cao Cao was among those who answered the call to battle. But I can do his voice. Not as well as he did, but you know, it's fine. And obviously this doesn't focus quite as much on the story as Dynasty Warriors 9 did. But you'll see. You'll see. Anyone who doesn't already know. Those of you who do know, this is probably just a great joke to you. And actually 8 skips most of, if not everything, to do with the Yellow Turban Rebellion. And goes straight on to Dongzhuo taking over the capital and everybody forming a coalition against him. Which again was led by Cao Cao and Yuan Shao, as well as Sun Jian. Taking his trusted lieutenants, Xiahou Dun and Zhao Yuan with him, Cao Cao set out for Luoyang. Now here, you could easily select characters. For the sake of this, we're going to use Cao Cao. Wait, what level are... Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll just use Cao Cao, it's fine. We'll give him just his weapons, here we go. And let's go.
A new world of my design.
That's the voice I wanted to hear. That's the Cao Cao voice I was waiting for. Here we go. Dongzhuo.
You fool, Cao Cao. I don't know who put you up to this, but you were mad to think you could kill me.
Obviously, this is referencing the part of the story where, from the novel, where Cao Cao tried to kill Dongzhuo by giving him, originally intending to stab him and then having to give him the dagger when he figured out that he had it. And this is a defining moment in the Dynasty Warriors games for Cao Cao, where he realizes that if he wants to combat the chaos that people like Dongzhuo are making, that he has to be stronger.
It is with just such strength that one day I shall strike you down.
Notice the difference in tone between this first cutscene and the first cutscene of Dynasty Warriors 9. The tone is set in that it's not Cao Cao at a village, it's Cao Cao ready to fight. And don't get me wrong, Cao Cao at a village is really cool, but automatically we have a villain who is not Zhang Jiao with a really strange voice, but we have Dongzhuo as the enemy. There's Lu Bu, he looks super cool, you don't know his name yet, but that's fine. And then here's Xiahou Dun and Zhao Yuan.
Okay. It'll take
Yes!
in there to kill our lord.
And then you get to see that although Cao Cao is tough, he can't take on an army alone, yet. But he's not alone, because he has help. Like, look at what the story this first cutscene is telling you. It's telling you that he can count on these people, that they've been in situations like this before, and that Lu Bu is not going to take this lying down. This is the furthest thing from a cold open. This is Cao Cao making a promise that transitions straight into gameplay. And look at this gameplay. You have Cao Cao saying, don't stop for anything. You have items dropping. Lu Bu's behind us. We get told, don't go after Lu Bu. Lu Bu's going to kill us. And then we're taking on enemy officers. We're taking them out just as quickly, but look at how cool the stuff we're doing is. Like, man. We gotta break through now. We can whistle for our horse just like in the previous game. Or in the sequel. Alright, then we're gonna get back to this now. We're gonna go ahead and just take out Li Jue.
Accept your fate and die like a man.
Boom! Okay, the gate's gonna open. Gonna pick up all these cool items. The movement feels fast. We're moving. We're keeping going here. Everything's great. We can cancel our attacks. We can jump. Who needs a dash? We don't need a dash or the ability to run. But we can use part of our special there to summon a clone. We got that really sick thing there. We can switch weapon types on the fly. We don't have to go into a minion to do it. Now I've got a baton here that allows us to do sick grabs. And this is Jugedan's baton. We picked up a wooden nunchaku. We're going to go ahead and switch back to the sword, though. Come on, Jurong. Check this out. Oh, it's so much cooler. Granted, we didn't hit Jurong because his guys got in the way, but like, I'm not trying to just say that this design is better, but at the same time, look at this map, okay? Look at this map. It's not all of China, and although the all of China map is cool, look at how much easier to navigate this map it is, and look at as we go through every room, there are either enemies, there are like story moments happening, story beats, there's stuff to pick up and grab, we're getting a health boost, we're getting defense boost, we're getting attack boost that make us do even more damage. We still have units running away, just like in 9, but the difference here is that we're able to keep up with them. Let's not even account the fact that we have this horse right here. Qinggong has Ballista down there, and we gotta take him out. Oh, I got knocked down. But I get up again. Oh, the Ballista! Take this, Ballista! Alright, let's just go take on Qinggong. That'll be a lot easier.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started.
Are you willing to face me in battle?
Like, look at the weapon that Qinggong has. It's a scroll that he reads from.
Yet, is he truly capable of ruling the land?
It sets the stakes for our fight. It lets us have these cool moments where they're talking still. We get to see Zhang Liao, who, spoilers for those of you who don't know, we're eventually gonna be able to recruit to our side. We're opening gates. We're not able to just grapple over these walls and leave. Sometimes our horse gets stuck. He's not perfect. He's super stuck right now. Come on. There we go. We have the constant threat of Lu Bu behind us. It's just... It's just so good. Like, the stakes are up. We have to take out the guys guarding the gates so that we can keep moving because Lu Bu is gaining on us. At every turn, we're being trapped here. But we just keep getting these speed ups and these power ups. You are powerless before Cao Cao. Like, this is what Dynasty Warriors is to me. We get an introduction to Diao Chan already. We get a clash here that we're gonna win. Man. We forgot a named enemy back here that we got. I think it's Neofu that we didn't take out. Yeah. There we go. Diao Chan. This way. The escape point has changed. And see, now this is just like when you have to ride through the open nowhere in Dynasty Warriors 9, right? Except this castle, you may go, well, it doesn't look that different from the castle that you were at the end of 9. And you're right. There's nothing here right now. We're just riding. But look how close I am to the goal. Now there's this cool pagoda. And honestly, we need to wait for Diao-chan to get here. This is not the best thing that the series has ever done. And the escort parts of the missions are probably the most annoying parts of them. But, come on, guys. Let's go. Come on. I got too far ahead and they stopped. And I'm not going to say, don't take me the wrong way here, I'm not going to say that the older games are perfect. They definitely have a lot of their problems that you always hear people talk about, that the combat's kind of easy, and that the stories, I think the story's great, but some people don't like the story, and some people don't like the voice acting, and the escort missions, having to protect people. But I love it. It's not perfect, but it's still fun.
This is as far as I can take you.
She's praying for my safety. It's nice of her. Thank you, Diao-chan. Alright, the pagoda's open. Now we gotta go to the right, but of course it was a trap! Not by Diao-chan, but by Chen Gong. Now we'll take out Zhang Liao. Haha! And we got his weapon. Then we have Li Su. We find out that Zhang Liao is an honorable sort. And now we can head to the escape point again.
Impressive, cousin. You truly are the one that will conquer this land.
Drawbridge lowers. And look ahead! Freedom!
However, I must increase my strength if I am to defeat Dong Zhuo.
And again, the pronunciations aren't always perfect either. But how much more dynamic a first level was that than Dynasty Warriors 9? How much more exciting was it? It just... And then in the other mainline Dynasty Warriors games, you go straight into the next level. But check out what it's going to do when we get there. Because now Cao Cao is... He's trading with Yuan Shao. He's trying to set up a coalition. As loyal retainers, we must slay Dong Zhuo. And so a bunch of people join the alliance. You got Liu Bei, Yuan Shu, you got Sun Jian. Like, everybody just starts teaming up here to go take on Dong Zhuo. But this time, Cao Cao felt something else as well. He would not submit to anybody, gaining the strength he needed to keep going forward. Cao Cao looked beyond the defeat of Dong Zhuo. He was already thinking of much bigger plans for himself. His loyal retainer, Zhao Haodun, brought with him 2 new officers to help the cause. And you say, oh cool, 2 new people. Zhao Haodun, and now Yue Jin and Li Dian. These fierce warriors are ready to make their presence felt at Hulao Gate. Now at Hulao Gate, we just get to choose who we want to play as. So we got these 2 sick new characters. Who do we want to play as? Yue Jin has a snake flail. Li Dian has the wheeled halberd, and currently also has a snake flail, because the snake flail is a really good starter weapon. But we will give him back his halberd, his wheeled halberd. And I've seen some people saying, well, the reason that the weapons are the way they are oh wow, I got some really good versions of these. The reasons the way they are in 9 is because they, they wanted to be more realistic. I don't care about my realism in Dynasty Warriors. It's already a novel that wasn't super realistic in the first place. Like, let's give him his hook blades, and then we're probably going to use Yue Jin. There we go, dual hook blades. Let's go for the conical blade. And then for weapon 2, let's go with... Because again, you can equip 2 different sets of weapons here. And every character has different compatibility with different weapons. Let's go 3-section staff. And then you can equip different skills. And then Zhao Dun, of course, has the Blade of Darkness and the Royal Halberd. Because I've spent a lot of time with Zhao Dun. He's my favorite character in the entire series. But let's go Yue Jin. Just because, again, I want to show you that in the older Dynasty Warriors games, and it's why I was so disappointed when I unlocked other characters, you can switch between them for every level. You can play as different characters.
The leader of this coalition. The reprehensible Dong Zhuo.
Dong Zhuo.
Court into chaos. He must be extirpated. My allies, join me in this noble.
I don't know if this tells you everything you need to know about Yuan Shao, but it definitely gives you an idea that Yuan Shao
His name.
isn't in this all for the right reasons,
I must break.
and shows again that Cao Cao doesn't believe that it should just be the nobles that are allowed to rule.
That settles it. You are the one I must serve.
Then we get our introduction to these two new characters.
Why me, though? Surely there are others more worthy.
We get a feel for who they are, as Zhao Dun brings them forward.
You said you wanted strength. I got us some help. These two looked like they'd be useful. The time is ripe. The rest is up to you.
Then we get a little bit more story here in these fun little cutscenes, as Yue Jin and Li Dian introduce themselves. Then we have control of Yue Jin. And like I said earlier, it wasn't weird to be able to access stuff. Because here we can talk just about anybody. There's a guy over here we can buy things from. Specifically weapons. And then we can go to Yuan Shao when it's time to start the level. We gotta go clear Hulao Gate.
We must defeat these traitors.
And then the level's going. It's on. Let's go.
All units, advance.
First, we must break through Subway Gate. We shall advance through the center.
Time to break through Sishui Gate.
It looks like
Yufu!
we'll need to wait for our allies before we go any further.
And then of course the hook blades are like a super crazy weapon. Again, the realism thing is definitely something that I've heard people say. And yes, the weapons in Dynasty Warrior 9 are a bit more realistic. But I don't play these games for realism. I play them for the fun. And maybe other people do, and I'm glad that they got a game that has more stuff about the realism with it. Okay, come here. Get back here, Gatekeeper. There we go. I'm still chasing down enemies just like I was before. That hasn't changed at all. The difference is that I'm doing it so much faster. I'm getting to play as other characters. I'm not riding for a couple minutes with nothing to do. I'm riding for seconds before I reach my next group of enemies. And I'm not saying that every game needs to be like this, but the comments of people saying that, you know, these are dumbed down versions of what it should be because you should have to ride a long distance. No, there's no reason for that. Like, this is what Dynasty Warriors is to me. It's a game about going into a large group of enemies and just cutting your way through like a maniac as you try to complete the mission. For me, I don't win a Dynasty Warriors map unless I've gotten all of the named enemies taken out, or I've taken all of the enemies' fortifications. Like, that's such a fun combo. And then, say this map was going really long, I have another weapon that I can just switch to. in a 3-section staff that I equipped earlier. Which also has a full, like, set of combos with it, too. And the 3-section staff is Gan Ning's weapon that we get to use.
You fight well, UAG. Know you are somebody.
That's right, Cao Cao.
Well done.
That's right.
I couldn't do better myself.
Oh, man, this is what it's supposed to be.
We'll never let you reach Lord Dongjua. Take this!
Do it! Attack me! Because I'm about to take out this gatekeeper!
Down on us from above. We need
Open the gate!
the enemy base up there to stop the arrows.
Oh, I'm coming around. I'm going to take that arrows. That base full of people firing arrows at me. I'm going to take them. Those are going to be my arrows. I'm not going to need to borrow 1,000 arrows after this. Alright.
None of you
So,
brothers
Xing?
try to escape. If you do, I'll hunt you
Yeah?
down first.
Like I'm scared of you, Cao Xing. I was so scared of you, I stopped to scratch my nose while I took you out.
I'm being pushed.
Uh-oh, Cao Cao's being pushed back. We gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. Get up there. Get up there.
Oh, I've gone and gotten myself into a trap.
If Cao Cao goes down, we lose. Alright, I think we're good.
Very good.
I think we're good there.
For your efforts.
My lord has ordered me to stop you. Come
And see, enemies still pop into existence here, just like they did in 9. And you say, well, Trey, you're only doing so well because you have really high-level weapons. It's like, yeah, you're right.
Hulao Gate is formidable indeed.
But it's not the difficulty of these games that matter to me, it's the gameplay. I want the gameplay to be, like, smooth.
Hulao Gate in order to clear a path for the round. Well met. Let me see what you are capable of.
I can't let you proceed.
Shashu!
Sorry, but I'm going to need you to turn back.
Let's go take on Shashu!
Being attacked by catapults. They cannot advance to Hulao Gate.
And then morale's a whole thing that is very important in this game. In Dynasty Warriors 9, it seemed like every time I got into a fight, morale was super low. And it didn't really matter much. But in this game, when morale's high, you do more damage. When morale's low, you take more damage.
It is such a waste of effort. I would have never gotten this far if I didn't have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Close the gate. Excellent.
Alright.
We can use the enemy's ballisty against them. Hurry and silence those enemy catapults.
Haha! No more catapults for you! Aha!
Crush these vile pests.
The range on this is not as good as it could be.
You're not even worth.
But look at how fun it is! Oh, that poor guy just got... Alright, let's jump down there and do some damage ourselves.
Come forth. I shall teach you.
Oh, shall you, Dungmin? Not anymore! Haha!
I fight to bring glory to our forces.
Wang Yun!
Well done.
Oh, here he comes! Here he comes! I'm probably gonna wreck him too, but it's fine. Here he comes! Lubu!
You again. You won't escape this time. Die, insect. Look out.
Yan Wei! Cao Cao's personal bodyguard.
Run. I'll keep him busy.
Oh, man! This shows you that Cao Cao's already gaining power. His forces are able to stand against Lu Bu, even if they can't completely defeat him.
Fast before even Lu Bu. A brave warrior, indeed.
And then now, all together, they're prepared to fight Lu Bu. Transition straight into gameplay. So now we're supposed to leave it to Dian Wei and leave. But we can fight Lu Bu if we really want to. He does a ton of damage, and even with these really powerful weapons, we're not doing much to him. But we can take him on, and you get some really cool dialogue for it. Whereas in Dynasty Warriors 9, when you get to Hulao Gate, you get, you get nothing. He got me. He got me. I shouldn't have tried to fight him. He got me. We lost. We lost just that simple. Just that easily. Because we shouldn't have tried to fight Lu Bu. You don't fight Lu Bu.
My might shall illuminate
When it says do not pursue Lu Bu, you don't pursue Lu Bu. You want to try, but you don't do it. So now, we can play as my boy, Jahadun, the Dunester. I'm never going to call him that again.
We must defeat these traitors.
Come on, horse.
Restore the glory of the Han Empire. All units, advance.
first. We must break through Subway Gate. We shall advance through the center.
It looks like we're the first ones here.
Oh yeah! Which weapon do I have currently? Oh man. That's the one I should have equipped. Oh well. That's okay. We also have this halberd. It's pretty sick. And then sometimes you kill things too quickly, and the gates don't open right away. It's fine. You get used to it. Not saying that's a good or bad thing, just that you get used to it.
Supply lines have been cut off. It's difficult to build cohesion.
Alright, time to go get back those supply lines.
Shahudun, you and Yue Jin deal with the enemies in front of the gate. Li Dian and I will speak to Yuan Shu.
Come on. Now I got the halberd, which gives a speed boost when you equip it. Which is why I use it, because Jahadun, who's already a powerhouse, with a speed boost is ridiculous. Alright, let's go free up Yuan Shu. The time is up! Boom!
Forward. Get those supplies to the front lines.
Come then, Huashong! You shall not stand before me for long. Sunjian, I am for your aid.
I'll let you go for now. Don't think you've won.
Woo! Ha ha ha! You done?
I owe you my thanks.
Huashong!
The provisions have finally made it.
Yeah!
On to Sushui Gate.
Come, horse. Onward! To battle and glory! Man.
Well done.
This is what I didn't ask for much. I didn't need much. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't need specifically this. I just wanted a Dynasty Warriors that wasn't... I wanted a Dynasty Warriors that was still a Dynasty Warriors. If that makes sense. This game is still get on the horse, ride to your next enemy, kill that enemy. That hasn't changed. This game is still enemies appear out of midair and crazy stuff happens where stuff doesn't load. This game is literally still crazy combos leading into taking down enemy officers just so stuff happens, but it feels so much more cohesive. Instead of going out and hunting down all the enemies and honestly feeling like busy work every time I have to go after them, here it feels like I am being funneled to my enemies. Because the map always has me moving forward, not moving any other way, moving forward. Unlike in 9, where I kill an enemy and he drops a piece of iron or a small health recovery. In this game, I kill a group of enemies and get a ton of items. And yeah, maybe I can't use them all, but maybe I can. And this is just the easy mode, or the normal mode, technically. Feels like easy mode, though. That's not even counting the harder difficulty modes that you can play on. Like, I don't know, I don't mean to be so down on 9, but this is superior for me in almost every way. And it's much older. I respect what they tried to do, I absolutely do, but it 100% didn't work, in my opinion.
I can't let you proceed any further. Sorry, but I'm going to need you to turn back.
It just didn't work.
Our allies are being attacked by
Catapults! Open the gate! Open the gate!
I would have never gotten this far if I didn't have a few tricks up
Come
my
on.
sleeve.
Yep, I'm aware. I'm aware. Yep, so open this one. You gotta get through all this dialogue before this gate opens, because it's gotta be able to pop up the thing that says that I took out my enemies.
What a waste of my time. You're not even worth soiling my blade.
Blue showed up. Their morale increased again. Fong has fled. Defeated 300 enemies. Alright, well the gate's not opening. Like I said, it'd be one thing if it was just that I needed... Sorry, it'd be one thing if I just needed to have just this game, but I didn't need just this game. I just needed a Dynasty Warriors game that felt like a Dynasty Warriors game. With some new characters and an updated engine and some new fun story cutscenes. And here comes Lu Bu. And this time we'll skip it. And this time we'll follow the advice and we'll leave Dion Wei to fight Lu Bu. Although I kind of want to just go over there and see if I can just special Lu Bu to death. He takes a lot of damage from those. I say a lot of. He doesn't really take a lot of damage, but he takes decent damage.
Face me if you dare. Time is up. Well done. I couldn't do better myself.
Maybe some distance. Paralyzed him with that one. Now when he gets up, we'll use another switch move, get our speed increase, and then go! Now we got Muso mode on.
Master Cao Cao, let us work together to win this battle.
Got it. Got Lu Bu. We boot Lu Bu. We beat Lu Bu.
I'm afraid such lofty ideals
We got Lu Bu's halberd.
nor can they conquer the land. Ideals are worthless unless you have sufficient
This is where we get to meet Liu Bei.
back them up.
Your abilities are truly amazing. You are an inspiration to us all.
Diao Chen.
I am here to face you personally.
Sorry, Diao Chen, you helped us last time, but you're down now. We just keep carving through these guys like butter. Like, you feel like you accomplished something when you reach the end of these missions. As you fought your way through the course of the map, And, like, Hulao Gate now is mine. I have conquered Hulao Gate. Lu Bu lies dead at my feet. Well, he's not. He's dead. He's defeated. Lu Bu lies defeated at my feet. And now I'm fighting my way to Dongzhuo, who I'm going to take down. Whereas when I ride all the way across the map and get to a city in Dynasty Warriors 9, I just grapple up the wall and jump in and then take out the commanders, and then all the enemies flee. It doesn't feel like I've accomplished anything. It just feels like I, again, did busy work. And if you like the game, that's great, and I'm glad you're enjoying it, but it's just not Dynasty Warriors to me. And I don't think it would have bothered me so much, but I was so excited for a new Dynasty Warriors with new characters, and that wasn't what I wanted. This is something like this, where I get to play as the characters I like, doing cool things, taking on hundreds of enemies. That's what I wanted.
You mangy dogs! Don't think for a moment this means you dethroned me.
So I guess what this means is...
No one wants a throne you've been sitting on.
I guess what this means is that I'll
You fat pig!
replay Dynasty Warriors 8 again.
Curse it! I wanted to finish him off myself.
What?
Dian Wei.
Whoever he is, he saved us back there. My thanks. Will you tell us your name? I've got no grand name to impress them.
And immediately we know what kind of man Dian Wei is.
That man is an evil tyrant, and that he brings only pain and grief. So I decided that I wanted to be a part of any battle against him.
So you just joined in without telling anyone. That's pretty odd.
Indeed, he could prove a very valuable man. I won't.
Some dialogue that just got cut off there. But yeah, I won't keep you guys watching me play through all of Dynasty Warriors 8. Though if you want to see that, let me know. And we'll play through all of Dynasty Warriors 8, because I love this game. But I wanted to show, especially after the video that goes up today, that doesn't have a lot of love, and has a sad Trey for Valentine's Day. Not for the reason you might think, but because of Dynasty Warriors 9. I wanted you guys to see why I love this series so much. Because this series is something that means a whole lot to me. And I love to play as these characters and get lost in ancient China again while people are jumping around in the air like Super Saiyans and smashing their weapons into the ground and summoning fire and ice and lightning. And somehow it works. It works perfectly well. In some really weird way. And I just love it. So yeah. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Dynasty Warriors has to offer.